Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video, we are going to make a couple of Pew Pew holders. Some real quick measurements. We're going to be making this out of 3/4 by 1/4 inch bar stock by 12 inches long. So for you metric folks out there, that is 20 mil by 6 mil bar stock. So that's what we're going to be working with. Now the length doesn't matter because you can make this however you like. This is just a length that I've chose on the fly. We'll see if it works out or not. So without further ado, let's get into the first stage of this process, which is to make the decorative top portion or the finial portion that's going to go against the wall. Okay, so I'm set up over here at this little number 2 fly press that I got over at blacksmithsupply.com. I will be using this with a little fuller tool to take and make a nice little decorative top and chase it down to about right here. Now, I've got 2 center punch marks for hole locations marked out. These are irrelevant. You do these however you would like to see them in your own project. But I came in 3/4 inches from the top, or 20 mil from the top, and then 2 inches apart, or roughly 50 mil apart. You could do it however you like in your own shop or your own project. So I'm going to be using this little number 2 to take and create my little pattern, if you will. It's going to make a very effective way of doing this with a fuller, and I can be super accurate with it. So that's my main objective here. And I'm doing this cold. This is one of the great things about a fly press, if you've got one. You could do this with hand tools as well. I'm doing this cold so I can get the accuracy that I'm after. So just like that, we're getting here. Now again, you could do this with a hand hammer as well, and a hand fuller. I just happen to have the fly press, and I enjoy using it, so that's what I'm using in my shop today. And so now I've got that done on those sides. I'm going to come along the side here and give it some marks on the side as well. So let me show that off a little bit better. So I'm going to continue those marks down the side. In a controlled manner. And hopefully you can see what I'm after. All right, so there you go. Now you can see that little motif I'm going with. This could very easily be turned into a bit of a feather look, which would be kind of cool if you're making like a southwestern theme. So that could be really neat. You turn that into a bit of a feather look by running this, maybe running a vein, a central vein down the center of it. Could be a really neat look. I'm just wanting a little decorative top, something a little bit more than just a standard forged finial top. So that's going to work out really well for my purposes. Okay, next step in this process, we're going to go ahead and put some bevels down the rest of the hook, just some forged in bevels, down into the point where it's going to start curving into a hook. I'm just doing this to help help ease that transition off from the part that we've done our fullers into our hook portion, and just make it more aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
This video has been sponsored by Blacksmithsupply.com. Be sure to check out Blacksmithsupply.com. Link in the video description for all your forging needs. Now back to the video.
I'll flip this around. I am using a pair of these tom tongs. These are the TC's 218s, 3/4 inch tom tongs. So that allows me to grip 3/4 inch flat bar on edge like that, which is very handy. So pro tip there, if you're trying to hold a particular width, if you can find that width in a pair of bolt jaw tongs, they're very versatile. You can hold stuff on edge like so pretty comfortably without having to make some special box jaw tongs or something of that nature. Okay, I'm going to finish bringing that little taper and texture right down to the end. before I start spreading this hook. We're almost looking for a half round cross section with this. Very shallow half round cross section. At least that's what I'm looking for. Straighten everything up. Get everything in line. Make it look nice. A little quick brush to shine her up a little bit. And now I'm ready to go ahead and spread the hook. And thin this area out nicely. Just making a nice broad end. Using the cross peen of our hammer. Getting a very nice, hopefully very nice, broad look like that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and scroll this portion away from our front. We're just going to roll this little fishtail away, give it a nice little curl on the end. We're not going for a super closed look. We're just going to roll it away somewhat, where it has a nice flowing design away. I'm going to brush that. We'll get this hot again, and we'll bend the hook the opposite direction. Now this could be more of a J hook. We want it to be more. We want this portion to kind of come up long, like up here. So we don't want it to just be a big circle because it won't hold the pew pew nicely. We need to make it roll up in like a tight J in order for it to hold things correctly. Okay, so I'm cooling off the fishtail, or the portion I want to remain or stay bent, pre-bent. And now I'm going to go ahead and bend the rest over the horn of the anvil. Again, looking for that longer, little tighter J shape. There you go. Make sure everything's nice and square. It looks good to me. So that's good. That's what we're after. Now, one of the nice things about coming in there and kind of giving it a bit of a half round type thing on the inside, a curvature of this, means that it won't scratch up like wooden stocks or things like that, because we don't have a harsh edge right against the thing that will be hanging from this. So that is very nice to be able to have that little kind of pre-thought out kind of half round on the inside. It really makes for a nice curvature. This would also be something to think about, like if you were going to hang like electrical wiring or maybe garden hoses or something that's easily prone to kinking, is to give it a nice half round interior to work. You can see how that's more straight up and down than it is just a one nice big round, like around a cylinder that you might make this. And that is so this way everything sits nicely and is displayed properly in there. So now all that's left is to drill the holes and hang the item in question. Pew pew!